Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over with you guys how I set up my monthly budget, and I'm going to be using my personal sheets that I made, and I cut them out to fit into my MakseLife because I have a bunch of extra pages since I combined the two different weekly options in the MakseLife. So I have the vertical and the horizontal combined, which gives me a ton of extra pages that I don't necessarily need. So I have found a way to incorporate my budget into my MakseLife, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So first over here I have my Planner Kate stickers. So these are, I bought these a long time ago. I bought a ton of them, but they are just I don't even know what they're called, to be completely honest. I'll try and find the link and link them in the description, but S981 is what's on the top here. So that must be the product number. I'm sure she still has these. I just bought a ton. I've had them literally for years. That's how many I bought at the time. And each color represents something different. So I went ahead and saved some time and already wrote these down. So I'm gonna show you guys how I set this up. So because I have both layouts, I have two options when it comes to my monthly overview. So this is the end of January going into February. So I've already set up, this is my personal spread. So this is where I'll put like my appointments and anything that I have going on in the month of February will go here. And then I have not done my February goals yet. I do plan on doing those either today or tomorrow, but these will go here. And of course I have my little tab here. I have not taken this out yet. So this is from last week. And then, all right, so this tab goes to my yearly goals. So my vision, my yearly goals, then I move this from month to month. And then I'll be moving this week to this week. So I got my monthly goals here, and then when I flip the page, this is another, like it's exactly what it just looked like before. This could be kind of a place for me to map out like what I envision this month to be like. I could use it as somewhat like of a dashboard, or I could use it as just kind of like a scrapbooking area. I can use it however I want. I haven't decided yet. But then when I flip the page again, this is where I'm going to be using this monthly spread to show when all my bills are due, and then I can kind of check them off as I go. So then I'll just show you guys my setup real quick. So because I have all these extra pages, this goes into a dashboard that I have specifically for my financial goals, my budget goals. So I'll have my budget goals here, any important dates that I have going on. This is typically like birthdays, celebrations, anything that I'm most likely gonna need to spend money for. So I have like a friend's birthday coming up, so I want to put that down so I can remember like, hey, either set aside some cash or be really intentional when you do your budget. Like just remember that these dates are coming up. I have not come up with my weekly challenges yet, but this is where I'll put them. I'll also post about them on Instagram, so you guys can kind of keep an eye out there. We'll hold each other accountable. I also have a Facebook accountability group that we're going to be diving into this month to hold each other accountable. So head on over there. I'll link that, and I'll link both my Instagram and my Facebook in the description for you guys. So this is where I do my monthly budget. So this is where I'm taking in both my paychecks, both my husband's paychecks. I'm listing out what my income is, all of our bills, all the amount of cash envelopes that we're going to be using, all of the sinking funds that we're going to have, and then whatever we intend to apply to savings or extra debt is going to go there. And then it'll flip into this is the time for us to do reflection again, reflect on how the last month went. There's typically some prompts here for you to go through. This is where I'll list my weekly actions for the week coming up. Contrary to last month, or what's different from last month, I have my horizontal, then I have this essentially would be exactly this right here. So I covered it up. So I've got my first paycheck tracker. This will be my husband and mine, like our first paycheck that we distribute and go through. This is where I'll track my expenses here. I didn't cut it very well here. I was in a rush, but it, you know, it covers it up fine enough. Then this will go into my memory spread, another reflection, weekly planning, horizontal spread, my paycheck tracker. So here I've got my second paycheck tracker. This is about halfway through the month. And this is a spending snapshot. So I'm gonna write down how much we spent for these areas and what percentage it was from our total income. I've never done this before, so I'm hoping, this is a new page that I've added into my budget, so I'm hoping that I will enjoy that. All right, and then we'll have another memory spread or journal, reflection, planning. This will be more of like, you know, horizontal is more of like my to-do list. Then we have more budget pages. I have my sinking funds page, my notes from my sinking funds from when I transfer money around. It's just like a reminder. I can look back and see what I spent on what. Another memory spread or journaling, reflection, planning. Another functional spread. This will be my functional spread. Then my debt snowball tracker. Again, I did not do a great job there. I should just have whited that out. And then I need to go back and well, I do need to go back and fix this, but anyways, my net worth, and then we'll have another month like this, and then I will do my reflection. So it worked out perfectly. January did not work out quite as well, but I'm excited to jump into February. So anyways, I'm gonna just kind of put all these stickers into place so I can get going, and then I'll talk you through anything I feel like is important for you guys to know. right, so now I'm wrapping up placing when all the bills are due in the monthly spread. So now I'm going to flip over to the monthly budget, and here I'm going to list out all my bills that are due this month. So I'm going to go back and reference my my January budget so that I can just kind of take a peek and see exactly how much each bill is. I don't have these memorized, so I'm going to start with my mortgages since those are the most expensive. Then I move on to daycare and tithing and babysitting and all the things. But here's where I just list everything out, and that's what I'm going to do. So you'll see me referencing other pages, or that other page there specifically, because I just don't have it all memorized. But here I'm just listing everything out, and then I will kind of put it all together once we have everything listed out.
right, so now I'm going to move over to my dashboard real quick, and I'm going to jot down some important dates that are coming up. So these are things that I just, again, need to keep in mind of things that I'm probably going to be spending money on. So I either am going to want to set aside cash from my cash envelopes, or I might want to set aside some more specific money for this. I'm going to be going over to my pastor's house for Super Bowl. Obviously fun stuff for the kids for Valentine's Day. Then I'm making a trip to Texas to see my sister and go to her baby shower. So I'm noting that here so that I don't have to, have any unexpected expenses come up during that time. For now, I'm going to go ahead and leave the financial goals and my weekly challenges not written down yet. I don't honestly know exactly what those are yet. I need to figure it out, but I didn't want to write it down just because I was filming and then not have those be exactly what I want them to be. So I decided to go ahead and leave that blank. So now I'm going in and filling in the totals, so our total income, what our total bills are, what our total cash envelopes are, and what our total sinking funds are. So now I'm just gonna subtract basically what our income is minus the rest of that stuff, and that'll give me what I can put towards our savings. And that's really it. That wraps up how I lay my budget out. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any really specific questions, please let me know. I'd love to make a video that would be helpful for you guys. Let me know what you guys want to see next as far as budget goes, and I'll see you guys next time.